kayaking in King's Landing. I didn't video this morning when I got up because I felt really sick. I think it was too much food at Disneyland. But it's really nice out here. We're currently kayaking against the current, so we're a bit like, yeah, I'm currently leisurely doing this. James has done it, doing part of it for me. Every time I see a log, I think it's an alligator. And some of the size of these things, if it is an alligator, I'm just going to decide that I'm going to die. But yeah, it's really nice. I'll keep you posted a little further on. Video. This is actually my first time doing any type of water sport. I used to opt out of this in school because I couldn't swim and my hearing ear problems. So this is quite different and quite nerve-wracking, but good. And we're stuck.
No, we're not.
We're at the end of the kayaking, the leisurely tour. My partner's just gone. He's going to go down one end of the river and flow back. I found myself a log inside the water, which I am happily sitting on. Probably won't do any swimming, but I'm glad I did this kind of thing. My partner really enjoys water sports, and I couldn't swim, so I'm glad I'm doing this with him. Thing is, around here, I'm always listening, because if I see the gator, I'm out of here. Don't know where I'm going. I'm getting back in my boat. Because I'm not here to get eaten. Not eaten. Well, gators are not as aggressive as crocodiles, so that's a bonus. But like, I'm still not here for it. The bugs here are fat. Like, huge. Fat. Like the dragonfly hit me in the head type fat. Oh, there's a huge one. There's loads of little fishes. I'll insert a clip that my partner videoed because he went under for me of the fishes. But yeah, we'll be going we're going with the current to go back, so it'll be half an hour back. We did this row within 45 minutes, which is good. So we're going back up. We will be going with the current, which is fantastic, so it'll be less of a workout on the way back. But yeah, really nice. Hello again. My stomach issue got worse, so yeah, I did have so I had to go back to my raw basic type of diet, which I went to the supermarket and got a white bread with ham, cheese and pickle sandwich with mayonnaise. If you couldn't get anything any plainer, and then a big bottle of water, and that kind of helped me after the kayaking. That was really, really good. I really enjoyed the kayaking. Faced a lot of fears today in regards to that, like getting into a river with a current and not swimming, but like I actually ducked my head, kicked my legs a bit around, didn't push too far. I didn't do any like front crawl or anything like that because I was just too frightened for that. And now we've ended up in a state park. I think it's called Wihiki. It's hot. But it looks pretty nice. Really, yeah. Nice. So we're going to just do a very, very light walk because my stomach is still doing backflips. And yeah, I'll show you in a bit. Oh, so that's what it is. It's $6 for a day to come down here. Oh yeah, so we've just gone to this spot and we realised it's $6 for the entire day here. And you've got this area where it's obviously the kayakers having a great time. And then on this side you've got like a proper pool thing. But it's not a pool, it's still fresh water. Which is pretty cool. So I think I just saw a black widow spider. My partner's just laughing at me. It was a black spider with a red dot on its bum. He doesn't like animals. I do. Also, I'm aware. This park has black bears. Oh look, there's a birdie. See, we were just discussing, the fact is, like, by the rivers there's so many people. And if we're gonna see anything, like a gecko, it just ran across the floor, it's gonna be in here because it's quiet. I don't want to see a black bear. Really don't. So this is what I was saying about black bears. Yeah. Well, luckily we didn't see anything, but there was a point where there was something really big in the bushes, but we just kept walking just in case. So Florida black bears, here's your safety guide. And, oh, they're genuinely shy animals. Yeah, I could imagine that. This is pretty cool. Just a little fact thing before you start, depending on what route you take. We took a different route. But yeah, pretty good for awareness. Just walking along and look who we found. Mr. Tortoise. He's just chilling, eating, doing his thing. Oh, he's so cool. A wild tortoise. Amazing.
What is it, Tim?
It's a tortoise. My mum's favourite animal after anything violent. It's really cute though. Say bye. Didn't see any of them today though. Thank God. Good morning everyone, if you can hear me. This is our second to last full day here today, and we're off to Cape Canaveral. We were supposed to go see a rocket launch, but they've pushed the launch till like April the 6th, so obviously we're not going to be here, we're back in London. but we're gonna go and we can have entrance to it, and we're going to see if we can still get like the merch and stuff that we prepaid for, which will be ideal. Tops down, it's going to be 32 to 34 degrees today. We are going to the beach after, but we're not going to stay on the beach because it is way too hot. But we're going to go just have a walk, maybe dip our toes, and then come back to the hotel, use the pools there, because it's just going to be probably really hot. And yeah, it's going to be really, really nice. Hopefully get to see some rockets, and they have astronaut talks, so there may be an astronaut on site today, which would be quite cool to pick his or her brain about going to the moon and the ISS. So yeah, and we've hit our first row of traffic. But yeah, we'll speak to you soon. Bye. I also want to comment on how big their Starbucks is here. So in London, this is the largest one you can get. So this is like a venti, but there's one bigger than that. Like, this is huge. Anyway, I'll never have this in London because it's too big. This is an oat venti iced brown sugar oat espresso. I only started drinking caffeine this holiday because I felt like I needed it. Also, it's a holiday, but I will be coming back off caffeine when we get back home. We are a decaf household through health reasons, not necessarily for me, but like it's just safer just to have no caffeine on site for us. We do have a box of PG tips in the back of the cupboard because of visitors who do drink caffeine, but we don't specifically. But it's safe because I can have it, and it's not a worry that my partner will drink it or grab it out of the cupboard quickly. But yeah, what is that in front of us?
Tree.
It's a tree. I need to show you, hang on a minute. Not sure if you can see that, but like above, in front of that white car, there's a tree. So we're currently at the Apollo Centre. I can't remember if it was 5. It is really, really cool. We just had a bit of like a bus tour type thing. And for any children who are watching this, it's really, really cool because they're going to be sending the first woman and first person of colour to the moon. And for the first time since it's the 60s, isn't it? That it was. So, if anyone's aspiration is to be an astronaut, go for it. I'm very excited about that. You can see the distance, there's the rocket, see that. So cool. Not gonna lie, when they're gonna send up the lady and the first person of colour, I want tickets, I'm coming back. Don't care where I am, taking time off work, I'm coming back. That's gonna be, it's history anyway. The rocket launcher we're going to see was going to be sending the first normal non-astronaut people to the moon. Not to the moon, just the ISS. But I feel like the next launch is going to be the one. But when they do the woman and the person of colour going up. That's what I want to see. But it's still really cool here. It's still nice to be here. Even though we can't see the launch, but we've seen where we would have sat, which is cool. Look at the size of this. Wow. This is massive. Intricacies of the rocket, like every little wire, every little thing. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. The ultimate road trip. Then have a look inside of the cockpit of the rocket where the astronauts are, or would have been. Oh, look in there, wow. So looking inside of the place where the astronauts would have been. That's cool. For someone like me who's in photography, all the cameras they used, that is so cool.
There was a woman.
That is brilliant. This is the Apollo 14 capsule. So actual astronauts came, this has been to space and astronauts have come back in it. That's amazing. You can see the 2 seats on the side of it and the door, yeah. It's pretty cool. So the AXL extravernacular suit 1971. Practice buggy. And then the real thing that they would have had to have built in space because they obviously couldn't take it fully assembled, which is pretty cool. In the distance we've got where they actually build the rockets, that building right over there. And then if we turn, I want to zoom in, over there is the actual rocket. So it was built to the right and they deliver it to there for the rocket launch. So this is the Atlantis rocket, the first one that they've made, and it's massive. My parents said that they remembered this flying over London. They were outside and it flew over, which is pretty cool. It's so cool. And if you look at it closer, you can see inside of it. So the astronauts lived in it, hence why it's so big inside. Pretty cool. I keep saying that, but I'm just in awe of these things. It's huge. Oh, look at that. NASA and the ESA, European Space Agency. So it all wasn't just NASA, it was actually a world effort. This is the Hubble, replica of the Hubble Space Telescope. Nice to see it. ESA on there. Had an emotional moment in the memorial park, which was really sad, especially about the teacher that died. Hit home really a lot. But now, and also we went on the space shuttle experience, which was crazy. Like I felt bits of fat on me that I never even knew I had jiggling. But it was really good. And now we're just doing the last bit of it, which is the rockets. So I'll just flip the camera now. All the different rockets. boat coming through off the way to Cape Canaveral. So when you come off and on Cape Canaveral, it's actually a pretty big bridge, and there's security checks, but it's rare they do them. It's pretty nice if you were the person who's to man the bridge, because you got that view. Ocean. And loads of wildlife. Disappointed I didn't see any alligators or eagles. Because they have big eagles nests in Cape Canaveral. Oh, there's the boat going through. Must have picked up some proper speed. See the tip of it. There it is. The bridge is pretty low.